right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with part 4 of our COD M Champs update here on the Bobbycast channel. And it is definitely not a happy one, and one that people were hoping was not going to happen, but at this point seemed pretty likely. As you can see right here, Abiz, Learn, Prevail, and Skullguy all got denied their visas for 2025 champs, so those 4 players will not be playing. There are some plans in the works right now, I'm being told, and we'll see later in this video, where India is going to have a representative, but as you can see, countless VODs, training grounds for scrims, but can't display our strength on the biggest stage. Missing 3 international tourneys in the past 3 years hurts a lot. But he's sure God has better plans. Good luck to his boys. Prevail had a longer but similar message expressing frustration with the fact that they would not be able to attend the COD Mobile World Championships this year. And once again, understandable putting in the work that they did. With 2 seasons of CDM, easily the most prep that they've ever had for a World Championship, and are not going to get the opportunity to display it. As you guys can see right here, watch out for Viper and Warden in the World Cup. So that's one of the big things that we're going to be talking about in this video. India is still going to have a representative in the World Championships. It's something that we hinted at in the last video. Viper and Warden playing alongside the sole players that have made it through to the COD Mobile World Championships. It was verified by Learn on stream. Learn speaks Hindi on his stream, so I can't really go through and watch any of the clips of it because I'm not going to understand any of it. But we do have Viper and Warden who are going to be playing alongside those other 3 sole players. So we've got Marvel, Fran, Jez, Viper, and Warden. I think it's a very solid team. I think given the disruptions that we've had, it's a team that could very well make the playoffs. I don't think there's going to be many expectations of them moving past that point, but I'm very excited to see what they are able to do. Outside of that, Godlike's owner going on stream with Learn and also talking about the fact that they are probably going to be shutting down their COD Mobile operations after this year. Once again, I don't think this is too terribly surprising to anybody who's been paying attention to the COD Mobile esports landscape. Majority of the Chinese players exiting, majority of the Chinese orgs exiting. It seems like they have either reached the end of their frustration or have information that there's just not going to be COD Mobile esports next year. So, once again, complaints about the fact that Godlike brought the biggest viewership and didn't have anybody from Activision or ESL intervening on their behalf, I'm sure was equally frustrating. So all that to say, it's no Godlike, but we are going to have what many people are calling Soul-like in the COD Mobile World Championships. So it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. I am going to go ahead and head on over to Liquipedia, Call of Duty Mobile Champs. I didn't spell champs. Mobile Champs. I'm just going to search Call of Duty Mobile and do it the hard way. World Championship 2025. I can't find anything. Why is this not organized properly? Here we go, 2025. So we do have, I would assume, the updated teams. I'm not sure. My biggest question is, what is this going to do with the groupings? As once again, this Group D is going to be heavily impacted more than likely. We still have not heard anything about Bear Clan making it in, which leads me to believe that they probably have not made it in. Obviously, Soul will not be there. The other question is, does Soul-like form in Group D where Soul was, or does Soul-like go to Group A where Godlike was? I guess outside of that, it's really only 2 total teams missing, so it would make the most sense for Soul-like to go into Group D, which, to be honest, I think they could very well end up qualifying from. Looking up at Group A, actually, they probably have a better chance at qualifying through Group A, despite the fact that there would be more teams there. I feel like they, to a degree, have to just reshuffle the groups completely, just because there's too many things that have happened to the different seeds. 1 seeds are not 1 seeds anymore. 3 seeds are not 3 seeds anymore. it is a little bit of a mess, so it will be interesting to see where that group ends up going and what the matchups looks like. Once again, it's probably going to be very late for them arriving in Poland as well. From what I've heard, OUG are already en route. I think the majority of the teams are either en route or already there, so we'll probably have more updates. We'll try to line up interviews with some of the teams at some point over the next couple of days, just because we're not getting any type of contents on updates with the teams and what they're experiencing right now. So would like to give some sort of an inside look as to expectations and everything else. This was what I was going to say. Any update on Bearclan? I was curious if maybe that got drowned out, and we can see Prevail, Learn, Trunks, Vegas, Burns, Abiz, Neutrino already on Valorant. I don't know. I'm assuming that is probably on... Well, I was going to say it's on Valorant PC, but it may be just a screen share in its Valorant Mobile, because that's... It looks like it's somebody's screen sharing. I don't entirely know. I see the mouse on the screen, but... It's, yeah, definitely not the way we expected or hoped that this Godlike team was going to go down. And obviously, a lot of people expressing their frustration. India #1, TBD, obviously that will be that Soul-like roster. And I guess if technically they are representing as the #1 seed, then they will go back up to Group A. Yeah, and then all the rest of the stuff we pretty much already knew. We thought that Q9 Cloud was not going to be traveling, but apparently his visa was delayed. He is going to be there, so Q9 will have their full roster. STE full roster, Elevate full roster. Wolves, Rise replaced by King. SPG fully replaced by OUG. Godlike, one-shotted, headshotted out. Soul, one-shotted, headshotted out. But their remnants merging into Soul-like. I think Team India would be a good name, just because, like, ultimately, the Godlike fans and the Soul fans are going to hate each other. So they're never going to be appeased by any name. I think Team India is just the best name for the remaining representatives. But that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.